headroom, and vertical clearance. In the definition, it states that headroom is the minimum distance between the surface and structure as defined. Any structure which above the surface. So the surface of the, you can say, vehicle, you can say above the carriageway. Headroom shall be measured at right angle to the surface of the carriageway, hard shoulder, hard strip, work or central reserve at point where it is minimum. At the minimum height location, it should be calculated in the right angle. It stated that it should be provide at least 30-71 foot difference between the maximum legal vehicle height and the roadway. So in the picture, if I show you here, it's it's 2.1 meters, so the legal vehicle height plus 1 foot, so you must put this one. This is just for example, it could be a structure, it could be a signboard, anything it could be, but this the minimum clearance should be provided is 30 cm, is mean 1 foot. Okay, the next thing is why we put this clearance. Headroom, collision with the overhead structure to not to be safe from the collision with the structure, rear end crashes, and long delay as a result of the closed carriageway, roadway lane. Okay, the next thing is pedestrian safety. When there is work on the side, inside the road, inside anywhere, it must sometimes affect the pedestrian. So there are some rule, general requirement. What should you do when you are disturbing the general roadway, pathway, walkway? It can say walk path or footpath like this one. When you are disturbing this one, what should you do? And here they state that you must provide, if you are affecting the pedestrian, you must provide alternate route to the pedestrian by separating by the New Jersey or the barrier. And there are two type of barriers. If you are separating from the construction site to the footpath, you must put the general type of barrier, New Jersey you can put. But when you are separating with the carriageway where the traffic will flow, you must put the brighten the color type of the barrier, so it will be visible to the vehicle or pedestrian, and they will go to their own path. The next thing they are said here, that you must put, if you are closing a pedestrian, you must provide an alternate way, and you must hide the old uh, the old signboard which was there for the old footpath or the pedestrian way, and you must put a new signboard to provide to locate the way where they can pass the road or the working place. Here they stated all. Here you can study. I will gradually going up here. Okay, the clearance, there is a temporary walkway clearance, so there is temporary here. They state here somewhere here, if you open, okay, they said if you open any opening during the work, you must immediately close that opening after finishing the work, and you must close the pedestrian at that point. Okay, for the certain socially, especially urban areas where the high pedestrian volume and where falling debris is a concern, you must provide a protection in form of canopied walkway So you must provide there, if you are afraid from falling something from the structure, above structure, you must provide a canopied walkway. And for the night time, you must educate a light the night time, and it's light up during the night time. You must light up this pathway. Okay, there is the clearance table 2.7, and their dimension absolute minimum exceptional circumstance is 1 meter. This the table, and work at the proximity pedestrian crossing. Okay, temporary pedestrian crossing. Sometimes you put a temporary crossing, but you will understand from this figure. Okay, what they said here. Suppose this is the green. Inside the green is the working area, temporary transportation. This is transportation route, this is the working area, and there are 2 lanes from this side and the 2 from the other side. So what should you provide there? According to the standard, you must provide a signboard which shows the pedestrian, and a signboard on the distance at least 100 meter or 200 meter. You can put 2 signboard which showing that there is a pedestrian. Okay, then for the pedestrian, this the minimum width is 1.8 meter, as you can see from here. I will draw a rectangle here. 1.8 meter is the width here, as you can see from the top view here and the section here. Okay, toward the working side, this is side the 2 meter height, the guardrail, and you can say anything. If you are putting here, the minimum height should be 2 meter. On the carriageway side, the distance must be, the height must be 1 to 1.2 meter. As you can see from the drawing, the top view, there is the pedestrian fence and an emergency type barrier. So they are putting here on the carriageway one on the low height, and the working side 2 meter, and the carriageway side 1 to 1.2 meter height. Okay, median construction side pedestrian crossing. The next thing is for the 3 lane. For a 3 lane, what they did, they put a signal. Through a signal they are controlling this place, and they put a speed hump, so the speed of the vehicle will be reduced at this point. As you can see, first of all they put a signboard for the pedestrian, then they put a speed hump and a signal also with the above this one. So any vehicle traveling from this side, he will understand that there is a pedestrian with the signal here. Here they put exactly on the speed hump, starting on the heave hump, and here they put a signal, the temporary traffic signal controlled with the push button here for the 3 lane. Okay.